proper. Whoop, too far. Hold on. Let me see. Did that do it well? I don't want to be ziggy up in here. Maybe that did it. Let's take a look and see. Whoop, too far. Hold on. Perfect. Perfecto. As they say. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Alrighty then. Let's see. So I got that going on, and that's going on. And let's see what we can screw with next. Oh boy. Let's see. Video settings. I know. You're like, he's supposed to be some kind of professional up in this outfit. What kind of weirdness has he got going on here? Well, this is an ongoing process. We call it a work in progress, as we call it in the whole living and doing life thing. It is but a work in progress, and so we shall continue said work in progress. This is one participant can share. Yeah, I like that one. Let's go with that. And that one participant is me, because I don't want nobody else sharing, because I'm all kinds of, what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta fix something here. Fixing something here. Exiting full screen and getting back over here, because I need that there to be doing that there. And hopefully we'll get that there. I really want to do that there. And right now I'm going to do that there. Because I need to do that there. Okay, there it is. All right. So now we shall see what we see when we do what we do. What we did when we do it to me. So, okay. So actually, this will let me know straight up. And start from the first, and do that. But I don't see. It's so unfortunate. Hold it. New share? Let's try new share, see what that does. New share. Hold on. I found it. I found you. Kunta Kinte. Holy cow. Y'all just don't know. Let me explain it to you. You just don't know. If you knew, you'd be happy right with me. You'd be tickled, plumb to death, right with me. And oh God. Oh man, hold on. I see this other share, but it's not showing up here. But let's just assume that it is, and move on with life as we know it. So, yes, I'm gonna move myself up into the corner. Hopefully y'all can see this, and if you can, well, that's just too bad. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry, professional. All right, here we go. I just have fun with life, yo. I figure, life is too short to be miserable. If you want to have misery as an avocation, juice by you, handle your business, do your thing. Otherwise, I'm just so not at all interested. Anyway, so let's kick this off with the official hello. This is Rhapsody, your friendly wood growth actor, aka the Reverend Dr. Rhapsody, aka Rhapsody Barrero, coming to share with you the process to teach you to be free of the need for fear of public speaking. It's been told and shown through many, many studies that most people fear public speaking more than they fear death. It's like they're like, dying, speaking from stage. I would rather die than have to speak from stage. But for today, I'm going to show you that you no longer need to have that mindset. So we are here today to combat your fear of speaking on stage, combat your fear of cold calling, your fear of giving presentations. Today, that's going to be histoire. No mas. It's going to go bye-byes. So, bye-byes. Fear of public speaking. Bye-byes. Fear of making cold calls. Bye-byes. Fear of presentations. And this is going to be done because I, Rap Moi, have been certified in the Magnetic Mind Superconscious Emotional Recode. With that, we shall recode your resistance to public speaking to where it doesn't even show up on the map. You will look at public speaking like breathing. You will look at giving cold calls like it's just something I've got to do today. Like I've got to get up and brush my teeth. I got to go and make these cold calls so I can go make these appointments and make these presentations. And you'll feel about presentations like I got to go make these presentations because I got to make this money. These people need what I'm offering, and I am the guy to connect with them to help them get where they need to be. All right. So today we're entering the Wizard's Gate through Magnetic Mind. And again, I am Rhapsody Barrero. Knows how to get the most out of this session. Everything is a learning. So be teachable, be coachable, be open. Pour out your cup. Park old learnings. As the master once said, come to me with an empty cup so that I might fill your cup with something more useful than the empty cup or the useless knowledge that you used to have in your cup. All right. Get outside of your comfort zone because there is no growth in the comfort zone. Let me repeat that. There is no growth in the comfort zone. Also, you need to embrace your frustration because that means you're learning something. And if you would please put your questions in the chat box, I am more than happy to get back to you on your questions and answering them to the best of my ability. I am the chief cook and bottle washer at this point, so I might not be in the chats right now, or if you're catching the recording, I could be in the chats right now, but I might be washing bottles. You just never know. All right, but if you have questions, put them in the chat box. And be respectful to all. Be respectful to me. I will be respectful to you. Be respectful to each other. Because if more each others follow along, we will be in community. We will be in fellowship together. All right, what we will learn today, first of all, you are not broken. Secondly, success is not personal. It is based on structure. Third, you will learn the 5 steps to consciously create. And fourth, we can recode any resistance and smooth your way to success. And 5, take action on your choices to lock in the results of the process. My story, Rhapsody Barrero, former U.S. Marine, former rock radio DJ, lived on the beach as a rock radio DJ. Loving life. Oh my goodness. Recently widowed. God bless any woman who could put up with me for as long as she did. But I mean, even though we were separated, we still remained friends. We were still cordial. Like anytime I went to visit the kids, she would always send me away with a plate of food. She was just awesome. All right. Continuing my story, living the principles of 12-step recovery. Clean and sober since September 29th, 1985, one day at a time. Some days 1 hour at a time, some days 1 minute at a time, but we made it. Hey, still going. All right. Life is good. Mentored across the country, both men and women. I have always served and helped others. I'm grateful for what I have and striving for and desiring more. I knew my purpose was to help others in a bigger way. For years, I searched to find the modality to help myself and others. In 1987, I studied Louise Hay. 1988, I studied inner child work under Bob Earl, attended some of his workshops, read his book. 1989, I trained as a facilitator for inner healing with the U.S. Navy. Also, I was part of an Amway group that used the Internet Marketing Systems MLM support, which was mostly books and tapes and live seminars. 1996, I studied the Equinox Personal Development and Support System. In 2015, I studied under Jason Capital, America's Honest Dating Coach and High Income Expert recently. And all of these are oriented around fixing ourselves. Over the years, I attended so many personal development courses that by now I should have it all. The truth is the personal development world has it all wrong, doing more harm than good. So ask yourself, are you living your dream life yet? Are you? Well, are you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Okay. I mean, if you are, feel free to. Now, I would say feel free to turn away, but the reality is, even if you're living your dream life, whenever you choose to create something new, there will always be resistance. So you will always need this. You will always need this work. And that's fine. And I'm here for you to aid and abet your continued growth and expansion. And then in 2021, I discovered that I wasn't broken. I ran across Christopher M. Duncan, founder of the Magnetic Mind coaching modality. He authored the book, You're Not Broken, which has sold over 100,000 copies. And in it, you get to learn the 5 steps to becoming super conscious and how to activate your magic. So I don't need to be fixed, and neither do you. Yay. So as I said, I'm trained to become a magnetic mind coach. I'm certified in the Superconscious Emotional Recode, and I'm doing this in order to help others. And I'm getting a lot of help myself just from learning the training. Core premises and truths. First, you are not broken. Second, you're super conscious. Third, the common denominator is structure. And fourth, true choices are essential for all transformation. And the 5 steps to consciously create your desire. 1, choose a true goal. 3, get into the emotion of the end result. 2 is create structural tension. 4 is to unplug and recode, and 5 is to take aligned action. So the name of the game is getting into the creative structure. The discrepancy between our current reality and our vision sets up a structural tension. 95% of creation is structure. Success is not personal. It's structural. We have our current reality, we have our desired reality, and what we see as worse, we have no money, no relationship, or no good health. And our desired reality, we see as having said yes to money, having said yes to relationship, and having said yes to good health. The challenge being that the identities are unequal. We have a saying that you have to be it to see it. And if you're being it under the current reality, you're not being it under the desired reality. Otherwise, you would just slide into the desired reality like walking from one room to the next. And as I was saying, the identity, like the identity under the current reality would be one of not good enough, not perfect, not significant. And the identity under the desired reality would be one of being good enough, being perfect, and being significant. And as I said, they don't match. That's why sometimes you'll find yourself, whatever new thing, whether it be a new diet, a new workout plan, a new business opportunity, you get started moving along down the line toward it, getting close to it. And since the identities are unequal, the current reality identity will be pulling you back because it says you're not good enough. It says you're not perfect. It says you're not significant. So now, going into the human journey. We start off as pure creative spirit. Then we jump into what we call individuation, because here as pure creative spirit, you are part of everything, so you have access to everything. You are literally everything. And as part of individuation, you come out as a baby and you're no longer everything. You have to depend on people, and sometimes people don't meet your needs as immediately as you were able to have your needs met when you were pure creative spirit. At first they did, sure. But after a while, they let the baby cry for a little bit if it's hungry. We let the baby sit uncomfortably in a soiled diaper until we feel like picking it up or changing it out. So becoming an individual with a limited perspective, we come up with reasons, we orientate to the world through this limitation, and then we continue to create our life to solve our limitation and create oscillation. And this is just something that we come up with limitations to have the world make sense to us. That's where we get those, not good enough, not perfect, not capable. You're sitting there hungry, and you're still hungry. They're not feeding you as regularly as they used to. So you might start thinking to yourself, well, man, I must not deserve food. I must not be worthy of food because they're not feeding me. I know that I'm not capable of changing my own diaper. Otherwise I would change my own diaper, so I'm not capable. And like that. So we create our life to solve our limitations and create oscillation. That oscillation is what I was talking about before, going between current reality and desired reality. Then we decide to become a creator and live the 4 core choices. The 4 core choices are: I choose to live the life I love. I choose health and vitality. I choose to be the predominant creative force in my life. And I choose to live my true nature and purpose. So we connect to our superconscious. Then we recode all the instructions causing resistance to having it all now and living the core 4. Then we use our superconscious insight to make true choices that we love. Then we move on to recode all resistance and follow through, turning thoughts into things. Then superconscious, living in our truth, having it all now, and creating more of what we love in life. Okay, what is... There we go. Whew, that was a little disconcerting. All right, over it. How do we know what we know? Everything we're perceiving, we're actually making up. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, our minds are processing 400 billion bits of information every second, and we're only self-consciously aware of 2,000 bits. Based on previous experiences, beliefs, values, etc., we filter, distort, and generalize information to then create an internal representation of our reality to make sense of the world. Basically, this is what we do to cut down those 400 billion bits to 2,000 bits. Because if we just had to deal with the 400 billion bits all day, every day, we'd just go crazy. All right. So the need to know can be consciously let go of. When we train ourselves to do so, we enable our full set of senses to read all the information available, and we are able to observe the obvious. And that's what it would look like. On to the 6 sabotaging beliefs, the 6 limiting beliefs. 1, I am not good enough. 2, I am not worthy. 3, I don't belong. 4, I am not perfect. 5, I am not capable. 6, I am not significant. These beliefs are present in most people and are created through the process of becoming a limited individual. By taking these on, we forget we are also an unlimited creative energy. Like I'm always telling people, we are unlimited creative energy choosing to have a human experience. We are not human beings choosing to have an experience as unlimited creative energy. In the attempt to overcome the belief, our identity gets caught in the belief and can never truly escape. It's just an ongoing, never-ending cycle from beliefs to what we create through our belief, the reality of our creation, then being reinforcing our belief. Okay. Boy. Connecting to the superconscious allows me to access the resistance. So this is you, and that's your family, and that's the superconscious that surrounds everything and everybody. And this is me, and this is my family, and that's the superconscious that surrounds and feeds the information to everybody. We have our three main personalities and memories. Starting off with the superconscious memory, which is a field of information. It was here before you got here. It'll be here after you leave. That's memory number one. Memory number two is the unconscious. That shows up somewhere around 6 months old. That runs the body. And its main business is to just keep us alive. We have memory number three, which is self-conscious, which shows up somewhere between ages 4 and 7. And self-conscious is mostly here for making sure that we have the best quality of life that we possibly can have. And on going to the active experience, which is made up of self-conscious, unconscious memory, and dormant memories. And the best way we describe that is like, say, for instance, what did you have for dinner last night? It wasn't something that you had readily available. You had to reach up to this dormant memory about dinner last night and bring it into the active experience so that you can answer that question. And that's how that works. So, in number 4 in the process, we unplug and recode, replacing old habits, beliefs, and feelings with new ones, and step into our new reality with a deep understanding of our limits. All right, so we're going to the recode intro session. The advantages of treatment. 1, get more satisfaction and less pain. 2, to stop intrusions or takeovers. 3, to stop losing time. 4, well, just let me jump back to intrusions or takeovers. You ever been out and about with like family or friends and somebody comes at you crooked and you just kind of leap at them emotionally, and then after they go away, then you turn to your people and you're like, wow, I never behaved like that before. Well, what that was a part personality or an aspect of you that you developed somewhere between 2 and 3 years old that you used to help you deal with adults or siblings or whoever was giving you a hard time at the time. And it was just laying back there in the background, just not doing anything, standing by to protect you at some point in the future. And that's what that was. All right. So advantage number 3 is to stop losing time. Advantage number 4 is so all parts can run the body at the same time. Advantage number 5 is to stop the main personality from hiding information. And advantage number 6, because a mono personality works best. On to the treatment team. We desire to organize all aspects of you into a cohesive group that will work together to create more satisfaction and less pain. It is important that all aspects of you desire treatment. By asking questions and removing barriers, you can ensure all aspects desire treatment. So some of the barriers to treatment: 1, the part just woke up. All parts are always listening. All parts that are awake are always listening. So keep that in mind the next time you want to shoot yourself down for making a mistake. Because all you're doing is giving your subconscious instructions to set yourself up to make more mistakes later, because you're telling your subconscious that you're just a person that makes mistakes. Okay, so barrier number 2, the pain is too great to be treated safely. Barrier number 3, the memory will re-traumatize the main personality. And I'm here to tell you, one of the things that I love about this process is that there is no re-traumatizing of the main personality ever at any point in this process. As you're going through the process, you might feel like a little vibration somewhere, you might feel a little tingling somewhere, but as far as being re-traumatized by whatever the past event was, the trigger, never going to happen. It's not a thing that you are free of the need to concern yourself with that. All right. So the fourth barrier to treatment would be that the part just doesn't want to join the treatment team. The fifth barrier to treatment is the fear of dying, and the sixth barrier to treatment is the fear of losing wisdom or knowledge and understanding. And what we like to let parts know, if the part just woke up, then we would just go back through the advantages of treatment to get more satisfaction and less pain, to stop intrusions, to stop losing time, so all parts can run the body at the same time, to stop the main personality from hiding information, and because the mono-personality works best. If we're dealing with a situation where the pain is too great to be treated safely, we would just ask, is it okay if we just treat a small part of the pain? If the barrier is that the memory will re-traumatize the main personality, like I said, personality will not be re-traumatized. If the barrier is that that part doesn't want to join the treatment team, we would just ask, is it okay if the superconscious connects with you to show you a safe, comfortable way to treat your pain and help you get through the process? And if you're dealing with barriers number 5 or 6, we confirm to the part that no aspects die. After the process, all aspects will be reincorporated into the main personality, and that whatever wisdom, knowledge, or understanding will be saved for use at a later time. So there'll be no loss of wisdom, knowledge, or understanding. And learning the process in all 3 memories looks a little something like this. Think of this river of desire as you down here in current reality, and at the end, you have confidence speaking publicly as your desired result, as your desired reality. So we just float through the river of desire, and slowly but surely, we shave off pieces of boulders if it's really big, and we just keep shaving on boulders until they disappear. Some boulders we can just disintegrate and turn them into pebbles, and they just drop to the bottom of the riverbed. Some boulders, we just break them down bit by bit by bit by bit until they're just so small that they're easy for the water to get around. And some boulders, it's just easy. We'll just blow it right up and it'll just disappear. And then you can flow from your current reality all the way down to your desired reality of comfortably speaking from stage. All right. So the recode process goes as such. 1, to make a true choice and get into structural tension. 2, close your eyes and give me permission to connect to your superconscious. 3, I will refer to you as superconscious because that's where all the work happens. 4, there will be silence as well as questions and statements. 5, be alert or aware of what you are hearing. The superconscious will learn how to treat using an internal treatment process. No hypnosis, trance, or indirect means is necessary. So 1, we pick a true goal. A true goal is something you want just because you want it. It's not a goal that you pick to fix something. It's not a goal that you pick to make up for some shortcoming. It's not a goal that you pick to get back at somebody. It's a goal that you pick just because you want it, just because you love it, And that's all that's required. Yes, you can be selfish, and that's fine. So what we're shooting for today, I choose the end result of confidently speaking from stage. And number 3, getting into the emotion of the end result. I choose the end result of speaking from stage, and it feels like a warm, fuzzy blanket because I'm so comfortable and I'm so confident, and the people in the audience are connecting with me so easily that they just can't wait to get to that table in the back to get to whatever product or service that I'm offering. They are so comfortable with me that they cannot wait till the end of the presentation so they can sign on the dotted line and we can start working. They're so comfortable with you that at the end of your cold call, they are like, well, I will do whatever I need to do to work my schedule to be able to get an appointment with you because you sound like somebody who is worth my time to get with. And it feels like success. So then we get into the creating of structural tension. And by that, we just look at the current reality. We don't judge it. Like I tell people, it's like your current reality is like you're a warehouse manager at a hardware warehouse. And you have an inventory that you're just taking. You're just looking at things as they are. You say, okay, 12 boxes of hex bolts, check. 10 hammers, check. You don't go through your list going, I have 12 boxes of hex bolts. I should have 20 boxes of hex bolts. You don't say, I have 10 hammers. I should have 50 hammers. No, you just say, okay, 12 boxes of hex bolts, done. 12 hammers, done. So we just look at the current reality as it is. Say your current reality is the idea of speaking from stage is enough to stop you from moving forward in any way, shape, or form. Or that it's something that is so traumatic to you that the idea itself is enough to almost make you relieve yourself on yourself. It feels like tragedy, or it feels like death, or it feels like extreme discomfort. So let's say we need for you to write down whatever your resistance is. At a level of 1 resistance, 1 or 0, it's like, well, I can go speak publicly tomorrow. It's no big deal. At a resistance level of 10, it's like your feet are in concrete. You can't move. So I can't leave the room, never mind getting on the stage somewhere, because my fear is so gripping to me. And then we move on to unplug and recode, where we replace old habits, beliefs, and feelings with new ones, and step into your new reality with a deep understanding of your limits. So, now we shall go through the emotional recode process. And if you do me a favor and please allow me, Rhapsody Barrero, permission to connect with your superconscious. And go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth, just let it all go, let it all go. Relax it, relax it. Another deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth, let it go, relax, relax, relax. Okay, superconscious, are you there? It is there. Superconscious, do you see this resistance regarding public speaking? Superconscious, please tag and treat and do a complete change history, and everything is necessary. Thank you. all the memories that we have touched on, including memories 1, 2, and 3, and reconnect them back into the matrix of the universe. And now float to a place where you need to go and give a presentation to a boardroom. You have inside of you right now welling up such positive energy that people can feel it when you walk in the room. You haven't opened your mouth yet. And they're like, wow, what is going on with that guy? You go to the front of the room, you give your presentation, and people, you can just see them lighting up all across the table. And it's beautiful. After all is said and done, they give you a round of applause. The man in charge says, okay, you guys want to run with this guy? It sounds like he's got some pretty good stuff going on here. They take a quick vote. You are unanimously voted in. It's friggin' great. Okay, from there we're going to float to a situation where you have to speak from stage. You have an invite to, say, go to a Tony Robbins event and promote your business there. You are uncontainable backstage, waiting to be called on. They call your name, and you start trotting up to the stage like you own the place. You give the introducer a handshake and a smile, look at the audience, hands on your hips, just looking around saying, wow, you guys look great. And just thanking them for being here, thanking them for taking the time, go through your presentation. After all is said and done, near the end, when you give the first call to send people back to the table, like a third of the audience just gets up and runs to the back of the table because they don't want to miss out. FOMO is a real thing. By the end of your presentation, half of the audience, 2/3 of the audience is back at the table, and you got to go back and help the people who are back there so you can take all these orders. Oh my goodness, it's been a great day. Monday morning rolls around. You have to go and start making cold calls to set up appointments for presentations later on in the week. You get on that phone and you just ooze confidence. Everybody you talk to, it's like literally, if they don't make an appointment right now, they want to make an appointment for the future. It's just a time issue this week. But you are so convincing, they feel your confidence coming through the phone. And they know that they need to connect with you, specifically you, because you are the one that's going to do the deal, who's going to pull off the necessary moves to take action and to become part of your business creation process. Feeling good. Just cranking them out over and over and over again. Same level of confidence. Because you know that your limiting beliefs have been removed and all that's there is the genuine, authentic you that wants to help people. The genuine, authentic you that is not trying to jack people for money with some worthless piece of crap product. The genuine, authentic you that is grateful to whatever you pray to, that you were able to get up this morning and show up and make these calls. Okay. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let it go. Let it go. And now, whenever you're ready, at your leisure, no rush, return to the conversation. How was that? to step 5, the most important step. Take aligned action. Align your actions with your true goal to create unparalleled momentum and remove the fear of getting it wrong. As one teacher puts it, you can't get it right. You can't get it wrong because you'll never get it all done. You can't get it wrong because you'll never get it all done. They're all just steps that you're making in the growth process of getting you to where you want to be. So what we learned today, we are not broken. Success is not personal, it's structural. The 5 steps to consciously create. We can recode resistance to smooth our way to success and take action on your choices to lock them in. What's next? It's up to you. A or B, group coaching or one-on-one. Go to www.buy.transformationsareus, like Toys R Us.com, and pick whichever level of coaching that you're comfortable with. And I look forward to working with you. Simple as that, really. Oh, man. So glad you chose to spend time with me today. I appreciate you. I respect your time. I thank you for showing up. I thank you for taking this in. I know that you've been helped. I was going to say, I hope you've been helped. I know that you've been helped. If you were all in with the process, I know that you've been helped. And you know that you've been helped. And you know in your heart of hearts that when you go to buy.transformationsareus.com and sign up for coaching, that you will get the relief from limiting beliefs that you need to get you to take the actions that you need to take in order to live the life you love. And that's literally all we're about, really. So you can click on the link in the description, and the website will be var for you. And I look forward to spending time with you. I look forward to helping you. I look forward to helping you remove your limiting beliefs. I look forward to helping you greatly reduce, if not remove, the energy from past trauma. I look forward to hearing the success stories that you are inevitably going to have as a result of going through our process. Again, I thank you for your time. I appreciate you. This is the Reverend Dr. Rhapsody, a.k.a. Rhapsody, your friendly with growth hacker, a.k.a. Rhapsody Barrera, wishing you and yours a lovely time of it. And as I said earlier on, if you have any questions at all, put them in the chat. I'll get to them. I'll answer them. And I'll be standing by to, as I said, aid and abet your growth. Again, I appreciate you for being here. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you for all that I know, with all that I know, from the bottom of my heart. And I look forward to getting with you and moving on with this process. Thank you so much, and we'll see you around.